Boom. Shalom, y'all surrounding. Hebrew Israelites toast Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the prophets out of the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east. Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rahakadash. With the better Hebrew tongues, creating as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you, sister and brother, living this truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. I'm going to talk to you about today, y'all, Sharala. This testimony, the word of Yahushua is about to be bound up. The Lord is about to close up this word, the service, the hearing of the word. You know, we got all hell about to break loose, just about to go forth. The fear of the Lord is about to permeate the earth once again. So this is not the time to be tearing to meet the Lord at all. You can tell it's what I always say, closeout season. It's about to close out. So this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the day is come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So we're not going to be out here too much longer on the highway edges, reproving and rebuking and telling you the gospel of Yahweh Shah. In a minute, he's about to just pour out his wrath and his fury on this place. Because he's been talking to us for a long time, starting to pass the elders on down. And you can tell we get to the point where it's about to come to a head. Everything's about to come, all the way up to where the Lord is like, he's finished, man. It's like, now, okay, I'm about to lay out. The elect are about sealed. Because his word is for the elect of Yasharala. Starting with 12 tribes of Israel. This is what his word is for. Once he reached all the souls that he wants, all the house is filled up, all the souls he want to preserve and give this wisdom not to understand it to, then that's it. Then he's going to bring forth his judgment. And see, if you're not filled with this word, you're not going to be stable at that time. Because this word is like the hands of mercy. Because it's going to keep us stable in the times of trouble. That's the whole reason the word go out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring that out too. This is Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So that's why we say don't tarry to meet the Lord and quit out here bullshit. Because once all hell break loose, martial law is going, civil unrest, you got police, robots running up and down the street, military personnel running up and down the street, then niggas gonna want to know the word of the Lord. Because they gonna want some comfort there. They gonna want some stability. Because like the bread of circus gonna be done at that time. Ain't gonna be nothing to deal with but the judgment of the Lord. And just like a true nigga, then they gonna want to know the word. Then they gonna be, what the prophet said. And what them dudes that I heard them talk about, I need this breakdown. I want to know the word now. Just like they wanted to get on that boat, on that ark with Noah when it started raining. They clowned him at first. And then when the raindrops came and it started flooding, then they was, now they want to know. Now they want to get on. They want to get on board then. So we saying right now that the raindrops is forming. So now it's time for you to be in the ark, which is a secret place, Yahweh, where it's going to be peace and safety, real peace and safety. Because that's why everybody in this little messed up spirit, because Esau heard talking about peace and safety. Got everybody taking this little mirth spirit. They opened up. He closed down on them. I know the fear was in when they was doing that pandemic. And then when they opened back up, Jake went right back to his father. And this time, when they come down to close it down this time, it's going to be complete all the way. Then, we going to go ahead and we going to, when the worlds get bound up, the prophets, we going to be bound up. We going to start applying what we learned. We're not going to be breaking that down no more. We already going to know your lot. We already going to know you a nigga. So we ain't going to be saying, man, I'm going to break this. Now the word is over with now. The grace period is over with. They say we in a grace period right now. A grace period to get back to your power. a great spirit to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That way, when this situation happens, which is called Jacob's trouble, which is gonna be like a day like no other, which is gonna be like that. The technology's at its peak. We're gonna go through stuff that our forefathers didn't go through at that time. You know, you're gonna have robotics with cruise missiles on them, rail guns, Gatling guns. You know, you're gonna have newly created beasts, people that's gonna be acting like zombies because they done drunk some juice, all kind of craziness. Like they already gearing up for it. They call it a zombie apocalypse. That's things that's gonna go down, man. Technology is at its peak. So you're gonna see a whole lot of this craziness to the highest level. Like the Lord gonna do it worse than he ever done it before. And it's all to purify us through that adversity, you know, the hopeful elect. And like this whole event is to purge the niggas, to kill the wicked Israelites who didn't adhere to the word of Yahweh Shah. That's the whole point of Jacob's trouble. That's the great separator right there.
I got one to bag you up. It's in Psalms 62:2. It says, he only is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I shall not be greatly shaken.
Hear that? I should not be greatly shaken, man. So that precept right there is talking about this word is going to hold us down. Yahweh Shai is going to be our rod and our staff. You know, our comfort at this time. And if you don't know him, know the names, know the testimony, hey, woe to you. Woe to you, man. Because you going to be shooken, man. What you say, scripture going to like chase rope? Like you going to run from a bird, rest your hand, and like a snake going to bite it? Like it's going to be dangerous everywhere you look. You're going to hear eerie sounds of screams, hollers, people getting judgment. You're going to see dead bodies all in the street, laid out from whatever like type of judgment, the juice or, you know, the sword. You're going to see people invading one another for a lack of bread and great tribulation. You're going to witness those things, you know, and the women going to be the most vulnerable. That's why I'm looking at women like, y'all need to get this truth for real. Like, this is not a joke. You know, you taking this stuff as a game, you know, then this ain't time to be caught in bitter feelings, hurt about something that happened in the world, and you hurt so bad behind that you can't get the truth and you ain't focused. You know, I see a whole lot of that. And then, like, people hurt, so now they want to go against the ministry that they haven't learned from because they feel like they got wrong. So now you're not focused no more. Now you worried about some feeling stuff, which that'll get you knocked off, man. That to me is like faint. That's showing your spirit ain't high enough, and you're not seeking the kingdom anymore. You too worried about what you done lost on this side. So something worldly, that's a distraction. When I think about it, I'm gonna pull this right here, as I'll say that. Let's go to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 2:13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Key words, believeth not. First, you got to hear this word first. Which is gospel went up throughout all four winds, four corners of the earth. You heard it. And then once you hear it, you got to believe on that. Because faith is a very powerful ingredient, a very powerful gift. Because Yahweh Shai is only going to save those that believe on him. Which to believe on him is to believe on this word. So if you don't believe on this word, and you faint-hearted, which is going to being weak-minded, you know, your whole spirit and all that is weak, you know, then what use of you, what good are you to Yahweh Shai at that time? You know, what good are you?
I got one. This is 1 Corinthians 16:13. It says, be on alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men and be strong.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, it said act like men and be strong, man. Be in the faith. So as a man, we were commanded to believe on this gospel. As a man. That's how you know the true men are the men of the Lord. Because a nigga ain't gonna believe on this. A nigga believes in his bag of money. A nigga believes in his weaponry. You know, and none of that is gonna deliver you in these times. Because it's gonna be so drastic, man. Like, Yahweh Shai's bringing like war to this place. World War III gonna break out. Like I said earlier, you're going to have AI robotic machines walking around. You can't negotiate a bag of money with that. You can't plead to that.
Got some Back you up. Psalms 20:7. It says, "Some boast in chariots and some in horses, but we will boast in the name of the Lord our power. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stood upright."
That back them perfectly, man. They believe in chariots, man. They believe in Esau's military power. You know, that's why a lot of J like, hey, what about World War III? Our military is so strong. I'm looking like, dude, that is not your military. Matter of fact, when this thing kick off, that military gonna be looking to gun you down. I'm looking like you deserve it. Because you over here just lost in the sauce thinking you were part of Babylon the Great, which these devils never gave a damn about you. You know, they looking to exterminate you when the time comes. Like when civil unrest comes, Esau gonna love that. Because he's like, now I can go cleanse Yasharala. I can go hit the block, you know, and go knock them off.
And Jake, like this precept saying, they can go into like 2/3 Jake. They boasting their guns. I got a Glock with a switch, and I got like 3 cars. Man, I smash on them, man. I get away. Nah, hey, you ain't getting away, man. It's Jacob's trouble for a reason, man. It's for you.
No, though, Jake, they come in that same spirit as Charleston White.
Yeah, I seen that.
That video what he had with the AK with the little banana clip. Those are the 2/3 Jakes we talking about right there. They come in that same spirit.
God, I seen that too, man. They boasting their weaponry, man. Your weaponry ain't nowhere near Esau. Like these devils got high frequency weapons. He turn a signal on and you can't even hear it. You gonna cuff your ears up. He can turn the weapon on, then heat your gun up in your hand. You know? And then they did a great weapon, man. A lot of Jake boasting like that, he full of juice. All you gotta do is turn on the 5G switch, man. Your whole heart gonna blow up. Your blood gonna boil. Like I said, that's low level, man. A weapon, a gun, that's gonna be low level in these times to come. Real low level. That's not gonna deliver you. You're gonna need that divine intervention, man. You're gonna need Yahweh Shah to deliver you at this time. This thing's about to go in, hey, it's gonna go in heavy. And we in them times too. You can tell the devil about to close up shop. You know, he done had enough. And so the devil in the wrath and fury, which is really that's the wrath and fury of Yahweh Shah, he's going to seek Jake's blood, man. And when I look at the 2/3, the 2/3 are not ready for this at all. They've been bullshitting this whole time. In the spirit of mirth, worried about frivolous things that don't matter. They worried about their drugs, women, men, feeling their lust, things of that nature, trying to get their bag up. I'm like, he's about to do away with the whole dollar, man. That's about to go up kablooey. He's getting ready to go to a digital system. He's getting ready to put a device in people's bodies. He's getting ready to tag people. That's what's about to go. That's what's on the books right now. That's why you gotta seek the Lord, man. They're gonna seek to put people in camps right now. And all that, like I see a lot of Jakes, man, these men, they're gonna start crying. This big old giant football player, big gangster dude, you thought was so hard. When this things come upon him, he's gonna cry. You know why? Because he wasn't versed on this. He wasn't ready for this. They weren't ready for Jacob's trouble. You know? They weren't ready for what Esau gonna pull out. They don't even know who the devil is. A lot of them think the devil is some red man underground with horns and a pitchfork burning people forever. Jake don't even know what the devil is. Jake's still lost and oblivious. So us, in this truth, hey, we gotta call Allah Yahweh Shah that he has opened our eyes up to the marvelous light, and now we know who our enemies are. We know what's about to come.
Saying to bag you up. Well, this is Psalms 40:2. He brought me up out of the pit of destruction, out of the miry clay. He set my feet up on a rock, making my footsteps firm.
Woo! Set my feet up on a rock. Who's that rock? That rock is Yahweh Shah. That's that true cornerstone that we all believe in that's going to hold us down. He said, brought us at the miry clay. Back then, we didn't know this truth. We was in miry clay, man. Like Esau got you on like a wheel, a rat race, chasing nothing. Because he said miry clay. What is it, the pit?
Yeah, it said he brought me up out of the pit of destruction.
The pit of destruction. Because if you're in a mindset, a Babylonian mindset, chasing the bag, worried about getting a car with some 24s, or anything materialistic like that, that's destruction to you. That's going to be straight destruction to you. Or looking for some old wicked Eve that probably got a body full of STDs. That's destruction to you. You know? So Yahweh truly did bring us into miry clay. Through what? Through this word. You know? Through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He brought us about the miry clay, out the pits of destruction. Through some knowledge, man. Now we walking different, man. The Lord's commandments is a guide to our life. Now we're in that marvelous light. You know, so we looking to navigate. And then look, with this word, now we know what Jacob's trouble, you know, with it all in detail. We know what's in Jacob's trouble. You know, so we know what to avoid when it comes. And then we're not going to be all, oh my God, I'm so scared. I can't believe it, the military and all of this stuff. We're not going to be in that spirit, man. You know, we know what's coming. We know this military ain't for us. We know people going to bug out and be raiding house to house and want of all things. You know, pretty much like us in the spirit, when you locked in the hopefully lake mindset, you ready for Jacob's trouble. Because that's going to lead into the kingdom of heaven. And that's going to purge out, you know, these niggas that get on our nerves. We like a lot. Their conversation, it vexes us. Plus, we're ready to get away from this devil as well. It's to purge him out as well. You know, and put him in subjection where he belongs. So, when you locked in this truth, you looking forward to Jacob's trouble. Because that's that great separator. Right now, everybody can bullshit and pretend. When Jacob's trouble here, ain't going to be no more pretending. Everything going to be real.
Back you up because our Lord Yahweh Shah broke it down perfectly in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 24. It said, therefore, whosoever hears these things of mine, therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine and doeth them, I would liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended and the floods came, which is basically talking about the Jacob's trouble. That's like I can break it down. And the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Did you hear that? And great was the fall of it, man. If you building your house, trying to get a 401k up, trying to get a business, that's building your house on sand. If you're trying to establish anything on Babylon the Great, which is America, that's sand. That's going to perish, man. Yahweh Shah said he's going to melt this place, man. He despises this place. He hates it. He hates Babylon the Great America because it was built on who? It was built in a satanic spirit, tailored after Esau Edom. So this place is anti-Hamashiach. And he gonna do away with that, man. He gonna put the whole elect in the place where they belong. On that rock. That rock that I was reading about is Yahweh Shah, man. Which his whole spirit is in the Holy Bible, our book. It has the whole spirit of Yahweh Shah. And all the words in this book is gonna be established. The laws and commandments, that's gonna be the new government. That's what's gonna govern the earth. That's
got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 10 and 25. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more. Woo. But the righteous has an everlasting foundation.
You hear that? The righteous have an everlasting foundation. What's that foundation? It's the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be founded by Yahweh Shah when he comes back in the second coming. You know, and it said the place passed like a whirlwind. Man, when these ICBM nuclear missiles get to hit this place, you know, it's going to be straight whirlwinds and straight fire, fervent heat, where it's going to melt this place. You know? And that's a judgment of Yahweh Shah. Because he just, with that word that I just read right there, he's ready to establish an everlasting kingdom. So this place got to be burnt. That second death, man, hell going to be right here on earth. And so we come out with the word in order to try to preserve you. We doing the same thing Noah did. We telling you it's going to rain. This time it's not going to rain with water. It's going to rain with fire. It has to be scorched. That's how 50 this place is now. Go ahead, Art.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, are upon a sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, says the Lord, Yahweh Shah.
You hear that? His eyes are upon a sinful kingdom. And Babylon the Great is a sinful kingdom. This place pushes out alphabet agenda. No, they push it out. They go to the other kingdoms and tell them, you better push it out too. You know, this place pushes out death. Because it's all about war. Esau's all about killing, stealing, and destroying. Perversion. They pollute the waters, the air. They tell the other little countries, you better do the same thing. You know? So this place is like a Green Bay tree spreading its wickedness throughout everywhere. And like, Yahweh Shah, he sees that. So with that being said, like the scripture says, his eyes on the sinful kingdom, and he's going to destroy this place. So we telling you, if you don't want to be destroyed with this place, your whole mindset got to be different, man. You got to put on, therefore, like the elect. Like the scriptures say, man, your mind got to be renewed. You got to be focused on these laws and commandments. You need to know the laws. Not just the 10 commandments everybody know in Moses. You need to know all the laws, the whole book. You need to eat the whole roll. The whole roll need to be in you. The scriptures. You know, from Old Testament to New Testament and the Apocrypha. You need to know that. They say reading. You need to be reading your word. You know, a lot of times they say, I'm speaking the truth, but yet you ain't reading your word, though. You don't know nothing, though.
That's exactly why Yahweh said, blessed is he that readeth.
God.
You become blessed once you read and understand his word.
God, man. I'm saying, now it's the time to do it. The time, every day, every passing day is a day getting shorter, man. And if you don't know this gospel in the fullness, hey, you in a bad place. You in a very bad place. That's why we tell y'all to meet the Lord like your pants is on fire. Like this is the number one thing you should be doing in your life. Push out the other distractions.
Right here. So jumping down to Amos 9 and 10, it says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Listen to what it said right here. I'm going to read this again. Amos 9 and 10. It says, all the sinners of my people, that's talking about the 2/3 of Israel, shall die by the sword. I could go down and Esau Edom got the sword, the robot, you know, the plague, the pestilence, all of those things. Those are the weapons. All right. And it says, which say, okay, the 2/3, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So they don't believe that World War III is going to come. Matter of fact, he just mentioned earlier, I just said, look, we telling you World War III come, but they got their faith in American military, which is Babylon the Great. Okay. They saying that all of those plagues is not going to prevent us. Okay. So that's why they're going to die by the sword. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much.
All right. So I got one right here. This Romans 13-12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast out the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, which leads to this word, you know, which leads to Yahweh Shah. That's the light. That's what you need to put on, man. Like the scripture tells you to put on the full armor of God, you know, which goes into having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because he said, what? The night is far spent. So this place that had its turn. This place is synonymous with darkness. It's about to be daytime, man. Yahweh Shah is also prepared to the morning light. And it said, put off the works of darkness. That causing all the ways of Babylon the Great. Get the bag. Man, go message your homeboy's old lady. You know, his wife. Go over there and, man, hit that nigga up for his rims or for his drugs. You know, take what he got. Your fellow brother, man, he don't deserve it. He ain't no real nigga.
Not on committing murder. That pertains to those to them gang members. You know what I mean? What it said, thou shalt not kill, but it really said, thou shalt not commit murder. And that's what the 2/3 Jake do all the time. They plot. Man, I'm gonna get this mom. You know, and that you got to put off those old men right there. Those are the things that Yahweh Shah they put away from darkness right there.
And then the women too. They commit more murder than men.
Yeah, they do.
By going to the abortion clinics. They say the number one killers really in our community are the women. They might talk about that. They are the number one killers in our community.
Of the women who came to the beginning of sin, and through her, we all die.
Eve got more bodies than your hardest gangster nigga, man. And then she took out, you know, life that didn't even get to do nothing in this lifetime. Like, didn't even get to take a breath yet. Like, you know, and that makes her womb corrupted and corroded. You know, her womb is totally corroded, man.
Body every year.
Every single year, I know, so they did it quite 2 to 3 a year. You know, they want to come tell you something. Come tell you not to do the word, and nah, it ain't like that. Jesus Christ is this and that. He all love. you know, and this full of demons and this lost, you know. And like I said, the majority of our women are out seeking Yahweh Shah. They getting divorces, twerking, worried about some drugs, feeling they lust, and trying to find a gangster nigga that got bodies. They got the bricks on bricks, you know, all the dope, you know, run the block. The block about to get blew up. The block about to be on fire. You know, that's what's about to happen. So we're telling our people, you know, now's the time to, like you said earlier, put off the mortal thoughts, man. Put off the Babylonian dreams, the American dreams. Put them off, man, because it's really not a dream. It's really a nightmare. And the nightmare is almost over with. When Yahweh Shah opens up all hell, unleashes hell on this place, which he's about to do, you know, you about to see it. You know, when Jacob's trouble is at a full bloom, you know, then they gonna wish they had listened. Then they gonna wish they had came into this truth, man. Especially when they starving to death. You know, you got famine gonna be out here, man. It's gonna be a straight famine. Ain't gonna be no food out here. Ain't gonna be no Walmarts and go to McDonald's. That's what telling you, man. Like thirsty,
it's gonna be a
water.
What you need and get ready to fight for the rest because it's gonna be that quick, right?
It's gonna be very quick. All hell breaking loose, you know. People killing people because they ain't got, because they ain't need.
Animals killing animals.
They gonna be invading one another, you know. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be civil unrest. I got a quick one right here. This is Romans chapter 8:3. It said, For the law could not do in that it was weak through the flesh. Okay? And it said, and Yahweh sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned in the flesh. And it said, verse 4, it said, the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. Okay? So that's what we're trying to tell you, man. Don't cleave onto your flesh. All right? Get out of the ways of Babylon. If you are pertaining and basically immersing yourself in the ways of Babylon, you're cleaving onto the flesh. Okay? We're telling you to walk in the spirit. All right? And it's in verse 5, it said, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. All right? Verse 6, it says, for to be carnally minded is death. All right? So the longer you keep leaning on that carnal mind, that is going to lead you to your death. You know, the book in Byways, what it said, he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Okay? So America, aka Babylon the Great, is considered the congregation of the dead, okay, because they don't lean on Yahweh Shah. They're leaning on their own understanding. All right, finishing off verse 6, he said, but the spiritually minded is life and peace. Okay, in verse 7, it says, because the carnal minded is enmity against Yahweh Shah. All right, I'm gonna read that again. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Shah. For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh Shah, and neither indeed can be. All right. So you being in that carnal mind, that means you're severing yourself away from the law, and you're basically walking, you're turning your back to Yahweh Shah. All right.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then hey, Shalom, Jeremiah Gabar, he came with a good one. This is Isaiah 26:9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. And that back of what I said way earlier, man. When the judgments are in the earth, when all this chaos is going out, then these niggas gonna want to seek, you know, righteousness. Then they gonna want righteousness. Because the wickedness is gonna be so heavy. The judgment is gonna be so heavy. You know, it's gonna be straight gruesome judgment going out. Then they're gonna be crying for righteousness. Then they're gonna want it. But see, they didn't seek his spirit early. They didn't desire him in the night. So therefore, Yahweh Shah is not gonna protect the 2/3, man, at all.
Well, I'm gonna back you up with that even further. This is Isaiah 55:6. This is what we're telling you right here. This is a commandment. All right. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shah, while he may be found, and call you upon him while he is near. Okay, so right now the Lord, the doors of mercy is open. The the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is near. Okay? And then the next step, verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thought, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, and we will have mercy upon him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon. Okay, that's all you have to do. That's simple. Okay, but just like the Archie Buck brought out, you got Jacob vegetarian to meet the Lord. So they eventually the doors of mercy is gonna close, and they're gonna eventually, they're gonna regret it. All right.
Yeah, see what it is? The fear of the Lord is not out here, man. I'm just looking at the Jakes, and the Jakes that walk past us, like they're in this comfortable spirit. Esau got them comfortable.
They walk past twice.
Yeah, and they didn't acquire the Lord. They don't care because they comfortable, man. Esau got them comfortable in this country to where they don't care about Yahweh Bashar Washah. Because they don't fear the Lord. That's what I'm saying with you. They don't fear the Lord, man. They've been so comfortable so long that they think ain't nothing gonna happen to them. So I see why Yahweh Bashar gotta bring Jacob's trouble. Because Jacob ain't taking this thing seriously. Jacob take Yahweh Bashar for a joke. And I can see it by just looking at them walking by, just looking at them. They got this proud, comfortable spirit. They're like, I'm good, I got mine, you better get yours. That's how they look, man. And they comfortable with what Esau provided. They ain't even got the wisdom not to understand of the Lord. They just got some better reserve notes. They got them feeling comfortable. So the Lord got to bring Jacob's trouble. He got to bring that out in order to get them to fear the Lord, man. He got to show them, I mean serious work, though. So what he going to do? Take away their food and their water. They get comfort in that. So when that's taken away, then they're going to get shooken up. Then they're going to be like, then they're going to be looking for their comfort. They're going to be looking for their wine. They're going to be looking like, I need to know what's going on out here. Why is me on a lockdown real quick? Why is there troops running down my street? They're going to want to know what they're going to acquire of the Lord then, but then it's going to be too late. Because we done out here told you, And like, I'm looking at Jake. You can tell Jake is real in a dumbed out dull spirit. Because I'm like, they just ran a whole pandemic, 2 years ago? They should have you in a mindset like, man, why did they do that? What's up with that? What's going on? Because had I been them in that group, I'd have stopped like, hey, man, what y'all brothers doing? What y'all talking about? What's this sign mean right here? I know something done went down. Let me know what it is. Who is the Lord? Well, I heard this Yahweh Bashar. What is that? What language is that? That's what I'd have been doing. I'd have asked that. But Jake don't care. Because Jake walk around, I got $5,000 in the bank, so my car is new, my rent is paid, so I'm good. That's what Jake gonna think until all hell break loose. Then Jake gonna want to know. They're gonna be mad. I'm telling you, probably people who I heard their cars, like, there was some brothers out there. Where they at? Just like the scripture I read earlier. They're gonna be running to and fro, looking for the word. And we gonna be, somewhere, we gonna be in the wilderness, getting ready for the BS that's about to roll out. Because we know what the Lord about to do. We trying to tell y'all what the Lord about to do. And then this ain't nothing that we conjured up of our own, making up. We coming right out the scriptures with. Which I'm going to bring this out right here. This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire and refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, Yahweh, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God.
The Lord is my God.
You hear that? So, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You need to know those names right there. Start with Yahweh for the Father, and then Yahweh Shai started with this one begotten Son. Those are the names that are going to save you. Those are the names you got to call out in the times of trouble that's about to hit. Because he said he's about to kill 2/3. That's the term where we get 2/3 from.
If you read up a verse a little bit, and that's exactly why it's
66.6%.
actually representing those Esau Edom, what he's going to do.
What you said, verse
7.
7. Oh, yeah, I'm going to read. This is Zechariah 13:7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, said the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones.
Notice how he said, awake, O sword. And that's talking about Esau Edom, who have the blessing of the sword. So he's going to wake up Esau Edom. So he made that mean that Esau, he going to put that vicious anger on the Esau Edom, and then he's going to destroy, he's going to turn on the little ones. The little ones is Yasharala. All right? That's why he said that, awake, O sword. And then you go back to verse 38, verse 8. It said 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die by the sword of Esau Edom.
I got this. I'm going to come with Psalms 12 and 6. The words of the Lord are pure words, and silver is tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. So this word is what's going to purify us, man. This word is what's going to make you that precious gold. You know, being filled with the wisdom not to understand Yahweh Shah, because it's a verse which says, do not harm the oil and do not harm the wine, which goes into the faith and goes into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah. Those are things that's precious to the Lord. That's what he's looking to preserve. So what you need to do, like I said, that to be filled with the word, Luke's paraphrase, living the waters, is his belly shall burst with living waters. I might have to go get that, because I don't want to butcher it.
You just remind me of what he said. He that believeth on the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yep, that's right there. Yeah, that's right there, man. So you need to be full of these living waters, man. You need to be full of the word of Yahweh Shah. You know, the living waters is what he cares about. The word. That's what purifies you. I used to always hear that term when I was younger, have a pure heart. And I'm like, I always ask, how do you get a pure heart? Because nobody explained that to me. They say, be nice. I'm like, that don't sound right. How do I make my heart pure? Now here I am in my advanced age, and now I understand how to get a pure heart. Having a pure heart goes into having a pure mind. How do you purify your mind? You let these scriptures hit it. You know, you let the words of Yahweh Shah meditate in your mind, in your soul, your spirit, and it purifies you. Because your mind going to be renewed.
That's beautiful right there, because that's another thing. Because when he said, when you read that Zechariah 13 and 9, because he said, I will bring the third part through the fire. And once you get purified through the word, the Lord Yahweh Shah is going to try you and make sure that you are his precious metal, because he compared you to precious metal. And he said, I'm going to bring the third part through the fire, as gold is tried and as silver is tried. So how you try gold and silver, you put it through the fire. But he's not literally going to put the 2/3 through the fire. He's going to put them to the furnace of adversity. That's what it said, the furnace of adversity. God, yeah, and that's how you know that's how the Lord is going to be able to test you and see that you are his people.
Back up on that. It's Ecclesiastes or Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right. So Jacob's trouble is going to try the men of Yahweh Shah to see if they are that pure gold. Because, you know, we can all talk that good talk. We can all say, oh, yeah, I'm that. I got the faith and this, and that. I notice Yahweh Shah, he don't care about no lip service. He like, let's see. You know, and the test, the trials, you know, that's really going to test everybody is going to be Jacob's trouble. Because how you hold fast to the word and how you react during the trials and tribulations is what's going to determine are you that gold or are you know that stubble, them tares that need to be burnt up.
Which is ultimately what remind me of Proverbs 3 and 5, because it said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. So when you're going through all of those trials and tribulations, you're gonna call on Yahweh Shah. So it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on thy own understanding. Meaning you're not gonna go off of your own understanding. You're gonna go on the understanding of Yahweh Shah. All right, and he said, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So when you're in that furnace of adversity, the Lord Yahweh Shah is going to direct your path. That's how you're going to know that he's going to guide, because he's going to guide you no matter what. And he's going to be with his hope you let. All right? But those who don't believe on Yahweh Shah, they're going to lean on their own understanding, and that's going to get them destroyed.
This is Hebrews 10 and 23. It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering. For he is faithful that promised it. So, hey, man, we got to hold fast to this truth. Hey, the Lord told us. The Lord promised all kind of things to those who's going to endure to the end. Who's going to be tried and overcome that trial. He told us he promised us some things. And what did he promise? He promised us everlasting life. He promised us salvation. He promised us rulership. He promised us rulers over the heathen. And he promised us a lot of things. We just got to hold fast without wavering in this time to come. We got to have that stability.
Yeah, and that goes on to the kingdom of heaven. That's the one thing he probably said, it's my good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. Now, to get the kingdom of heaven, like the priest I just wrote right there, you got to hold fast to these words. You got to have your faith. Your faith has to show itself at that time. When you in the hot fire and your food is low, or you got the military running down on you, what are you going to do at them times, man? And like I say, a lot of us might get thrown in them camps. You got to have your faith when you in the camp, man, that the Lord going to deliver you. And that you're going to get salvation, man. You can't be in the camp and all of a sudden you renounce that Hebrew Israelitism that you into. And then you all, I ain't with that no more. I don't believe in that. Then you done cracked, man. You was fainting, man. Lord can't do nothing with you. You didn't even stand up for him. So that devil put some pressure on you, you cracked like a busted pipe or folded like a lawn chair. And I can see there are a lot of people, man. There's people around me that claim to be in the truth or to claim to be with me. But I notice we get around a group of 2/3, they switch up real easy. And they don't stand for righteousness. They still in a confinement of 2/3. They still seek out the 2/3. They like to be around 2/3. When 2/3 get to spitting this bull mess, they don't stick up for righteousness. They get right there kicking it with the 2/3, and get to, spitting with them. And then they get back with me. They're like, I don't know what he talking about. He better seek the Lord. I'm like, what the hell, man?
I got a question.
Double-minded individual right there.
1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the word of the Lord, knowing that your trials is not in vain in the Lord.
See, I'm like, that was spirit right there. That's spirit. He said, be steadfast, unmovable. Now, if you can't be there at this time, how you gonna be there when all hell break loose? And I done seen people already break. Like I just made that little thing assertion earlier. Like they when they with the group and they around me, they all like, oh yeah, you hop your shot, oh yeah, Charlotte Walmart, all that. Then we get around a group of 2/3, me, I still hold it down. I don't give a damn. They get talking their noise. I'm like, I don't care. Righteousness,
Yeah, later. I love y'all message. I gotta get going. It's not what I mean to interrupt. That's my number. That's my name. I love y'all message. It speaks through me. I can hear it. That's why I stayed. So I was gonna get up and walk off, but that's why I was listen to it because it speaks. It does.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to y'all later on or something.
All right.
Hopefully y'all get some more followers out here to listen to this good stuff.
We don't care, whether they hear it or not, we tell them. All right, man. So, what I was saying earlier, yeah, people that be acting like they down with the truth, and that's gonna be a lot of these groups. That's IUIC to the fullest, Everybody already like, oh, I want the truth. I want you. How about y'all shop? All these little teacher and friends groups, and then soon as the persecution hits, when it's not so good to be a Hebrew Israelite, because the persecution is coming. It's coming. Right now, it's a fad to be a Hebrew Israelite, especially now that you got the celebrities mentioning it. So everybody all like, yeah, I got my friends on, baby. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And then watch when the devil come down and rap, then they're going to be, no, I ain't with that. I don't care. Yeah, I didn't like them. They was mean and this and that, and I see it already. And see, we like that scripture I read earlier, we got to be immovable, man. We got to be like, hey, man, this is my heritage, devil. So what you talking about? This is who I am. I can't, renounce this. That's like renouncing myself. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, it is what it is. You try to do something, holler out the name of the Lord, that we gonna see. Your faith and your confidence got to be like that. And this thing, in this word and this truth is like building weights. It's like exercise. It's like, pumping iron. That's why we say do it repetition. Keep doing it. Listen to a lot of lessons a day. Stay reading your word. The more you do it, the stronger you're going to be. So when it's time for the fight, ding, it's time to fight, man. You ain't looking like no scrawny, smoked up. You ain't did no training. No, man, we've been training. We're going to come out, muscled up in the spirit, six-pack busting, got our skills, got our little 1-2s. We got our home Got like we said that Buick thigh. You know, got our little knees. You know, hey, we got our weapons of war. We built for war. You know, we ready for combat. But this is a spiritual war we're going through. You know? Oh, there's a microphone. With this car? Crazy. Africa's about super presidential man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
We got a biker club going around, so you might not hear the words. We got to close up a little bit. I have to speak a little louder, might have to close up pretty soon.
Yeah, we got this biker club out here, so we got the biker club out here, so we might not be able to hear it through us over here, but we got a few more scriptures. We gonna close it out. I think that might be yeah, they might be in the line right there. I think that's it. They normally be longer than this, but shit, I think that might be
It's
it.
winter time, man. I'm like, you gonna have a biker rally in the cold?
Yeah, they do this every year. I remember seeing it.
It's over.
Okay.
We're gonna celebrate them pagan days.
God, we dope. Okay, it's over with, man. Good. Man, they lasted long.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be longer than that because the last 2 years it was way long. I'm talking about it was long. Like when I was out trying to deliver and stuff, man, it was out. Like,
And the Lord shutting that down.
Yeah.
Party came to party for the gas.
The doors of mirth. Yeah.
Yeah, just close it down, man. Lord ain't with that no more. They ain't really trying to pass on their bikes like that. That's good, man. So, hey, man, we just had to deal with a little parade, whatever that was.
Biker club parade. It should have been all the biker clubs around Tulsa pretty much. But that wasn't even half of it, really. What we just saw.
That wasn't a percentage at all. That was short.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, call all y'all about y'all shutting this place down, man. People don't even want to ride their bikes like that no more. Those bikers may be less.
Yeah.
So, back to what we was talking about. You know, this tribulation that's about to come, that's about to try all the Israelites that's in this truth, you know, and it's going to destroy the 2/3. That's what Jacob's trouble is about. That's what I said. I'm loving Jacob. I'm going to be loving Jacob's trouble. You know, we'll be shook, but it'll get rid of niggas. Because I was just telling Ox before we opened up, niggas at my job get on my nerves. I'm tired of, like, having to deal with niggas and be amongst them. I'm tired of them, man. I'm ready for them to go. And the only thing that's gonna make them go is gonna be Jacob's trouble. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be the cure to this place. Jacob's trouble is the cure to this place.
Fire cleansing right there.
Yeah, that cleansing fire, that's the cure, man. That's gonna get rid of all the. I ain't got to deal with ratchets, niggas, none of that, man. They all about to get burnt up. Y'all about to get rid of all of them, man. So that's really Jacob's trouble. Say you in the right spirit. Jacob's trouble is a good thing. It's a great thing. And yeah, we gonna be put in the fire too, but our faith is we gonna make it through. So we're not worried about it like that. We ready for Jacob's trouble. We ready for the payment. So it push you. That's why they look at us as we crazy. They're like, you ready for ain't no food to be out? You ready for ain't no water? You want the military troops to be running around? We like, yeah, we want World War III.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that it's in our Lord's prayer. He said, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." That is the will of the Heavenly Father. It's His will to bring forth Jacob's trouble. That's the will, you know. And it's ultimately the law that's going to be taking place. So basically, the law is going to be written in our inward part. But before we can do all of that, you know, we got to go through all of those trials and tribulations. Before that's one of the things that was promised, just like the oxygen mentioned earlier. He promised us a great blessing as long as we hold on to it. And one of those blessings is to have the law written in our inward part.
So I'm gonna bring out this right here. This is Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God. We had a whole group out there talking about wasn't no Jacob's trouble. We just gonna walk into the kingdom, and see you got to get away from false leaders like that because he's not mentally preparing you for the battle ahead.
Christian church, they're gonna say they're gonna you're gonna get raptured before all of this.
Them too. Same thing. They don't have you prepared. So them people gonna think everything's gonna be peaches and roses. We just gonna go into the kingdom. But no. See, and that goes to them not reading. Because if they was reading, they would just read what I just read in Acts 14:22. We should enter through the kingdom through much tribulation. So they would question their leader like, no, man, the scripture say we're gonna go through tribulation. Well, what about that? What tribulation we gonna go through? And then he should reverse it to Jacob's trouble and everything that entails in it. The plagues, the sword, and the famine, and the pestilences. That's what he should be telling you about, because those things are going to be all a part of Jacob's trouble, And see, that's why our minds got to be fortified in this truth, That way we're stable. We got to bring out that Isaiah 33 and 6. I don't know what y'all got. We got to bring that out, because that right there is going to be the chief thing, of our salvation, man. Because, like, you got to be in a calm state. Like if you're in a panic mode, that's gonna lead to your death. You in the tribulation of furnace, and you don't even know you're going through a trial. Scared because Esau running around with military, weaponry. He done shot up some jakes, and then you get ushered into a camp, and you just in there crying, snot boogers.
Like a woman in travail.
Yeah.
I got a quick one to back you up right there because you said the camp twice already. So this is Revelation 2 and 10. It said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
You're going to be tried. And it said, be now faithful. That's why faith is going to be the number one thing you're going to have. It's going to have to pop up like a shining light. He said, be now faithful. So he already when they throw us, he just told us what to do when you there. That's why these scriptures are very vital and important to know, man. Because it's letting you know, it's giving you advance warning and instructions to do when these things happen upon you.
And the very next verse is going to back up what you just said right there. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the church. He that overcome shall not be hurt of the second death.
He that overcome. How do we overcome this? We overcome this through the words of Yahawashi, which is going to do what? It's going to activate our faith. When your faith gets activated and you call on the names of the Lord and he hears you, if you're part of the hopeful elect, the Lord is going to deliver you out of that. Because he's going to make good on that faith that you got. Because he wants to prove himself to his people that he exists. How is he going to do that? Through the miracles, through the salvation, through the deliverance. And then, once you get delivered from that, your faith is going to be increased even much more, man. You're going to be called Allah Yahweh. Because you're going to know it was the Lord that delivered you. He wants us to know the power like our forefathers did when they got delivered out of Exodus. When Moses opened up that river or that ocean with that body of water, when the power did that, he wants us to witness that. Our forefathers, they seen the power of Yahweh. He showed it during that time. He's about to do it again. Now we got to have the faith to believe on the scriptures that was written for us so that now it can be activated. We about to see miracles. We about to see deliverance to those that are believers. To be a believer, you got to have faith. He ain't dealing with people that don't believe. He ain't dealing with niggas.
And what that scripture say, who was written aforetime was written for our learning.
God. So we just talked about the deliverance of ancient Egypt. You know, that was for our learning. That was to increase our faith for this time. We about to go through a worse time than they did, man. Like Esau about to come way worse than Pharaoh did. It ain't just no chariots with born arrows, man. This devil got satellite weaponry, robotic weaponry, drones. Gonna be looking for you. You know, super soldiers that's augmented. You know, a bunch of Incredible Hulks running around. You know, so we about to go through way worse times. But yet, those things was written for us to ponder on them, learn on them, increase our faith, and get ready for our deliverance. We about to get our turn. You know, just like the three holy churches got delivered from that hot furnace. We about to get the same deliverance. You know, Lord will be part of the hope we elect. Same thing. Who was that was locked up? Was that Paul or Peter? With an angel made the shackles come loose.
That was Daniel,
I think that was Peter.
That was Peter.
That angel smote him and told him to wake up.
Yep. Peter. We about to go things like that. That can happen. You know, you might be in a FEMA camp. They might be got you wrecked next to go on that guillotine. You know, then a chariot come through. Angel could like, it's time to go. Get up out of here, man. Your works have been found worthy. You know, I heard you saying Yahweh. We heard that. So we about to lift you up out of here, man. You might walk outside and all the troops is laid out. You know, chariot that came through and lit them up, turned them into dust.
You know what's beautiful within that time, because they made me think of David, because he was in the you know, who was that they got fed by, because the angel was sent. What was it, Zechariah to feed him?
Yeah, you have a coup.
Okay, you have a coup. He got fed in the process. They could be trying to starve you in a FEMA camp. In the process of that, he can send Habakkuk to jail. You know, the guards they like to starve people out in the jail cell. So there's a lot of miracles that's gonna happen in the jail trouble. As long as we gonna keep on calling on the name.
Yeah, cause we gonna be in something like that. Like they can have you in front of a firing squad. Just like Daniel was in the lion's den. The lion's about to eat him. You in the firing squad, they get ready to pull the trigger and all their guns jam up. And all of a sudden they decide that they want to go against their orders. Like, I'm tired of killing Americans. I'm about to go kill my sergeant. You know, Lord will give you that type of favor. Or like he can get ready to pull the trigger on you. You remind him of like the soldier, remind him of like somebody he kicked it with in the world. Like, man, he look like little JJ. Nah, man, I'm not with this no more. I'm about to turn. I didn't sign up to the military to kill Americans. And just like that, you know, it was your turn to get popped on. They just all of a sudden would change your heart. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shah. So we can't be fake, fall out, and it's over with. I'm in the camp. My family got Shanashka. You know, you might get your, if I sit in the truth, you might get your spiritual power at that time, man. Like Black Adam. Like, you know, watch that Black Adam, man. You might say Yahweh Shah, and all of a sudden, hey, a bolt of lightning just change your butt. You know? Hey, then it's game time then. Then it's time to stop the kingdom of heaven. Then you know, do that power. I just can't give anybody that type of power. Because you might be wicked like Esau. First, you got to prove yourself. Are you worthy of that type of power? You know?
You got to have the fear of the Lord, not the fear of Esau. Hey, the fear of Esau, hey, a lot of people got that. So they're going to fold in that situation. The guillotine coming down to their neck. Oh, well, I denounce the Lord. Hey, those who, just like that Isaiah 6 and 33. What 33 and 6 said. Hey, man, I'm going to just go ahead and get it. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. I'm starting at 5. The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. That wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and strength of thy salvation. And the fear of the Lord is thy treasure. Hey, the fear of the Lord is our treasure, man. Hey, with the fear of the Lord comes spiritual power, man. It comes stability. We ain't scared of what this damn devil can do. We afraid of what the Lord can do, because he can destroy us and destroy our soul.
Destroy our whole existence to where we can't even be born again. You know,
Esau, Edom can do it, just harm the body.
Right.
Hey, that's rest to us. Whenever we die, hey, we going into the spiritual world. We're going into the spiritual world. That's rest right there. We're going to be up there with Yahushua and the angels.
And if you get martyred, those that die and Hamashiach rise first during the resurrection. So
That's
you still won.
That's a high honor right there. A high honor.
I'm gonna back you up right here. This is Matthew 10 and 28, and it says, "Fear not them which kill the body, but are able, but not to lock it." But I'm gonna read that again. Matthew 10 and 28. "Fear not them which kill the body."
And who is that? That's Esau Edom, man.
And it says, "But are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell."
And Esau Edom got the power of the sword. He can kill your body. He can't do nothing with your soul, your spirit, and that's going straight up to the Father who created it. Hey, now you make Shimei Al-Shai your enemy. Hey, he can wipe off your whole existence. Hey, your soul come back as an Edomite or something. You might not even have one, man.
Straight evaporate your butt.
I'm gonna back you up again right here. This is Hebrew 10 and 31. "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living God."
Exactly. Alashadra, that great demon-like power, man. He's still the same one from the Old Testament to the New Testament to now. I hate when people say we're living in the Bible days, man. Those are the Bible days. Hey, we're living in the Bible days now. Hey, we living in prophecy right now. We got to stand stiffly to make it out of here.
We in some heavy times. We're about to go through, we the generation going to see Jacob's trouble. You know? So, I feel like you said earlier, man, like that's why you really got to flex your faith and flex your Shah, because when you get martyred, that's a high honor right there. You gonna rise first, so really that's still a victory. So worshiping the Lord and keep your faith in him, you can't lose. You know, so now I see the devil, what he want to do a finesse game. He want to trick you into renouncing it. And that's really the only way you can lose, man, is by throwing it off yourself, casting out yourself. Because the devil really can't beat you once you get in this truth and you locked in. He can't defeat you, man. There's nothing he can do. You know, even not even taking away your life, man. That's not, you're gonna rise first. You know, and when we in Jacob's trouble, like you might rise instantly at that time. You know, shock the mess at that day.
Come back with the spiritual power. Just,
man. So it's about to get heavy.
Right there too. In Revelation 20 and 4. It says Revelation 20 and 4, and it said, and I saw the throne and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hand, and they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
Hear that? That reigned with him, man. That died for Yahushua. You know? So it's really no losing, man. That's why we tell y'all to get the Lord and meet the Lord now. Get this wisdom out to understand it now. You know, build up, because it's a building, man. You ain't gonna just jump in this thing and all of a sudden you know all the scriptures, you know all the breakdowns. It's a growth period. So get into it now and start watering your plant. That way you can bloom and blossom at that right time during Jacob's trouble, man. You don't want to get caught being a little stubble. You know, you're a little stubble because you got in late and didn't get all you needed. And man, really, you on some stony ground, and then when the trouble comes, you get the wind blow, you get, you know, blown and knocked off because you weren't strong enough at that time. Because you didn't take it seriously. You was tarrying and you watering your stuff every 2 and 3 weeks.
You know? Got you some firewood, now you are dry. When the fire comes, you over here, you lighten up like a firecracker.
Make you like a little baby plant, man. Somebody can easily walk out and just pull it right up out the book. We try to be a tree. We try to be a tree of life. Can't nobody pull it up by their hands like that.
Man. So here goes 2nd Ezra 16 and 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as the gold in the fire. So in a minute, we're going to know who was chosen by Yahushua. Right now, we got a good idea, but we're not for sure or certain. What's going to prove that for sure or certain? When that fire adversity get raised up during Jacob's trouble. Because then that's when everybody going to get tossed in that fire and then you gonna see, are you that gold? You know, then we gonna know who is who. You know, it's not gonna be no ifs and buts about it. So that's why I look forward to Jacob's trouble. You know, I feel like I put myself in a good lot. You know, I got my faith, I got my wedding garment. I feel like I'm ready. Plus, I'm ready to see who is who, and I'm ready to get to the kingdom of heaven. You can't get to the kingdom of heaven till Jacob's trouble comes. So I'm ready for Jacob's trouble to come. Because I'm ready to get to my rest and get to the kingdom. I'm tired of getting up, clocking, and working for this devil, and listening to this devil. And I got to deal with wicked jakes. I'm tired of that stuff. It's very irksome being around them. And then I have to deal with this wicked, polluted kingdom every day. Look out and just see garbage every day. Chemtrails in the earth. You know, having to deal with I'm tired of being in this wicked flesh, man. This decrepit flesh we in. You get sick, you know, you get all this mucus built up. Your leg might be hurt. You know, work so hard for this dang devil. You know, I'm sick of that, man. I'm ready to get my incorruptible body, my immortal body, the new bodies that y'all promised us. I'm ready for that. You know, I'm ready for rest. I'm ready for rulership. I'm ready to, you know, tell my workforce what to do. I'm ready to lay back and chill and lay back and get some good grapes in my mouth. You're getting fanned with a banana leaf.
Real water, real food.
Yeah, real iron. You know? And looking outside and just seeing all my people in rulership, you know, dictating and stamping and telling the heathen where he can go. You know, I ain't got to pay taxes, no whatever paying taxes to us. I'm be telling them they short. You know? Telling them, hey, overtime. You know, no breaks. I'm ready for that type of living.
We raised taxes by 10 shekels this week.
I'm short. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that work phase. You know, I'm ready to see Yahushua, man. Look up like, man, that go my Savior right there, man. Hey, looking straight glorious. Ready to see Yahushua, you know, govern the earth that he made with the Father.
Seeing his name on every building.
God.
Like a monument, like a flag, man.
God. Ready to see fringe stores, markets, my people running stuff. Ready to see our women in righteous order again, looking beautiful again. I'm ready to see that type of thing. And we have to have Jacob's trouble. This place has to be purged.
Yeah, no more prostitution, none of that, man.
Like, ready to see them talking, being intelligent. Me, I was talking about earlier, looking at you dumbed out Eves in a beast-like state. Hey, that's irksome, man. You like, God dang, look at our people, man. This pitiful state. I'm ready to see them talk high-minded, speaking the Paleo-Hebrew language.
Only conversation.
God. You know? So I'm ready for that type of living. So what we're saying, get your mind on Yahweh Shai, get this word. That way you're prepared for the war and you're prepared to go through the trials and tribulations it takes to get the kingdom of heaven. Because it's about to be earned. I'm trying to go just give it to us. You know, that's why he said, study to show yourself approved. You know, study, that's work. We labored in this work, man. We labored in this truth. You know, we put in work for this crown.
You can't have faith without work. That's what the prophet James said. Faith without work is dead.
Right.
I wanted to read this, with everything you just said, I wanted to read this Sirach chapter 2 and read down to verse 9. That's pretty much what I got left right here. So this is Sirach 2, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And it said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right? And it said, this is all what we've been saying in the whole nutshell. My son, I'm going to read it again from the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou may be increased in thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest he fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. In verse 10, and it give you, and you pretty much broke that down too. Verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Yahushua and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, in forgiving sin and saving the time of affliction.
Ooh, hey, a good closeout precept.
That summed up everything that we just said in a nutshell.
That's a good closeout right there, man. Hey, and the words right there, y'all Shrala, man, ponder on that one, man. That was a good closeout precept. That covered up everything that we talking about. Yeah, very comforting scriptures right there, because that's what we need. You need to digest that. Let that sit on your belly. Meditate on your mind. Yeah, man, y'all. That's it, Aki. Hey, so with that, we hope this has been edifying. We want to say, Quan, hey,
Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadan, Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba Ba, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. BGA Baba Ball.
hey, Shalom. To all the Akim and Aqua for the comment board, Shalom.
Shalom,
hey,
shalom.
Keep the faith, baby. We almost up out of here, y'all.
Shalom, Bakatah. Shalom, shalom.
That was a good one, Akim.